that's pretty cool.
I would just point out, by the way, you mentioned Sean Payton, maybe not the best play calling. To go back to the debate we had, offensive minds versus defensive minds championship weekend, who won?
Well, it's funny because I think that I saw, and I haven't fact checked this myself, but there's 2 defensive coaches in the Super Bowl. I think that this is going to be the first time since Belichick in 18 that a defensive-minded head coach is going to win the Super Bowl. Because obviously Andy Reid's done it a bunch. Nick Sirianni is considered an offensive guy. Sean McVay's an offensive guy. So I think that this is, granted, like half of them are Andy Reid, but this is
right. This skews a little bit.
It's a little bit.
I'll give you this. There has not been a main defensive head coach in the Super Bowl since Patriots Rams, because it's Chiefs Niners, Bucks Chiefs, Rams Bengals, Chiefs Eagles, Chiefs Niners, Chiefs Eagles.
Yeah, there's 2 defensive coaches. So it's a little bit of a different. It's going to be the first time.
No, Zach Core has been outstanding.
All right, so no need for no introduction. Welcome to the Sports Media 365. This is the Patriot Blitz, the weekly Blitz. This is the late night show. Hey, just popping up in this joint. Guess what? We got some topics to discuss. So yes, we got some topics. We got, you see my thumbnail right there. You know, we got Drake May with the injury thing. Hold up. You're listening to more Patriot news in the background. Getting the news. More news on top of news. All right. So, no need for no introduction. So, anyway, now, of course, like I said, we got Drake May with the injury news. We got the Belichick news that thing got way out of hand now. Folks, it's getting out of hand. Oh, let me tell you, everybody's speaking in on this one. It didn't reach the president's desk. And of course, on the community tab today, I posted Napoleon said, I don't remember if I voted. You don't remember if you voted for Bill or you didn't vote. We're going to get into that. And then we're going to have the head coaching news. The Browns, they found a coach. The Browns have found a coach. Yep, they found a coach. I say we're mad at them. Congratulations. They've got a coach. Now, we didn't know they were going to come with some drama. Didn't know it was going to come with some drama. So, before we actually get anywhere and get started, let's just let's just get to this here. I'm gonna hold it up for a second. Make sure everything looks good. All right. All right. All right. I got my tea, man. I got me some tea. It's still cold outside. I got some tea. All right. This is not bad. It is not bad. Trying to get my advice together here. Trying to get better. All right. It's Wednesday, middle of the week. And oh boy. I mean, there's all right. Well, I'm doing that. Well, I got that up there for the background, right? We're gonna get into this action. Just give me a second. Oh, like I said, I'm drinking that green tea. All right, it's green tea. Yeah, it's green tea. Yeah, green tea. All right. Mm. But we definitely we can't get enough of it. Can't get enough. It's the leg. I'm just waiting for enough people to get in here, which is just me normally anyway. So get enough of me to talk to me. So guys, here we go, guys. Hold on. All right. That's what I call the kazoo hammer dudes. Anyway, I told you the topics for the night. I actually was going to use OBS because I got the overlay thing now I use, right? I can just drop the topics in there and we can just go through the list of topics. So like PTI, but not, but club sports. But anyway, we're gonna do like we did last night. Just run through, run through them, and this way on over here on Restream, I can actually change them up on the stream as we go. Henceforth, stay in tune. Okay. We do want to see the people who did not vote for Bill to identify themselves, but first, that's not what we're going to tackle first. It's not what we're going to get to first. No, that's no. We're not getting to that first. Okay. All right, and like we did last night, we talked about that. We talked about this last night on the show. Last night with the resentment and all that, and all the scandals, and maybe that's the reason why. And after everybody's uproar, is this going to change anything? I highly doubt it. Either way it goes, either you hate the man or you dislike the man, no matter what the case may be. This is an ultimate snub. We're going to get to the snub. It's a snub. It's a snub. But our first bit of news is my quarterback, Drake May. Yes, the injury. I don't think it's not too serious. But I'm just gathering a whole perspective of different opinions, and people who didn't like Belichick are like, are you serious? Like, this can't be. Like, we can't. I can see it because the way the world we live in, I can see it. I can believe it. I'm a little dumbfounded, but Jimmy Johnson came out, LeBron James came out, Patrick Mahomes, even Belichick says, "Sheesh, 6 rings ain't enough for what?" We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it, but hold up. The first one we're gonna get to is this Drake May news. Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I don't think it is. Not anticipating to be because he's a young kid. Start us off with this little 13 second.
You know what I mean? Hey,
It's hard.
I know.
Good
Hey,
God.
listen to me. Look at me. It's going to be hard. But look, this will be the most rewarding 6.5 minutes of our lives if we can get it done. You know what I mean? Hey,
It's hard.
I know.
He get it done, and
God.
he did. He went out there and he got it done. Got it done. Now, of course, I've not seen too much to say about an injury, but of course, it's a shoulder. He's been getting beat up. Okay, he's played the number 5 defense in the Chargers. Then we went ahead and played the number 1 defense in the Texans, and then we played the number 2 defense in the Broncos. So the man's broken up. He's beat up. You know what I'm saying? And he's over there learning some very valuable lessons on his first trip out. He's learning. Will Campbell, good job this year, but could be a whole lot better because, damn it, sheesh. All right. Again, they were making a big deal out of it earlier, and as I go through, I know it's here, but perfect 3-0 on the playoff road. Perfect 3-0 for his first playoff. His first playoffs, guys. I mean, this is. Oh, this is the one right here, right? That takedown right there is where the shoulder, right? That goes down and some kind of way hits it. I mean, he's bound to get injured, but he didn't play like he was injured. And that's what's kind of scary. Okay, now injury report right here. This is the injury report that came out 8 hours ago because it's we late. We're the late night. We clean up the news and catch all the late shit. Here we go. Everything is on this report. Hunter Henry, he's on rest, did not practice. Harold Landry, knee, did not practice. Morgan Moses, rest, did not practice. Munford there, did not practice. Knee illness. Spillane, the ankle, did not practice. Mac Hollins, abdomen limited. Drake May, right shoulder limited. So he's on the report with the right shoulder, he's limited. And then Joshua Farmer, hamstring, full participant, and Terrell Jennings, past concussion protocol, full participant. So, not bad. It's not bad. He's on the report. right shoulder, limited. Does it mean anything, guys? I mean, hello? Right. Does it mean anything? Let's find out. Let's see. All right, ready? Okay. So apparently we got the right shoulder, but that's all news we get. Let's see the latest. What's the latest on Drake? All right. Okay, guys. Patriots Super Bowl fever and this injury panic. I want to get to this part of the story tonight. This is the first one. That's why I'm pulling up the Drake mate. We're gonna get to this part and figure out because I don't think it's the right shoulder. Let's see. Apparently nothing here. All right, so there's nothing. All right. So this pretty much is nothing up here for him. So we got the right shoulder injury. So let's just see if it says anything. Injury, shoulder, of course, opposing shoulder. All right, Drake May on a cold streak with the shoulder injury is going to match the MVP, top 2 wide receiver, best offensive play caller. New England Patriots initial injury report leading up to the Super Bowl included a surprise entry, quarterback Drake May. We did see that on the sheet as we pulled it up. Wait. Gross. Absolutely not injury prone. 2 years older than Drake May. Guarantee he'll be retired by 32. All right, guys, not time to be joking. Drake May on the injury report with the shoulder. Limited. All right, so here he is. Sentinel Enterprise, Patriots throwing shoulder officially pops up on the injury report. Okay, here we go. All right, hold on. Let's see. Y'all got this one. Wait. All right. Y'all should have them pop up right now. And let's see. All right, so here we go. We got injury report. And then, of course, we're going to dig right into the source. We're going straight to the team site. I mean, we're just giving, might as well go there. But Sentinel Enterprise. Well, all right. Did not participate. Him. There's a lot of DMPs today. A lot of DMPs today, but I mean, showed he's limited in practice. Did not practice. Did not. I mean, it's not too. It's not something bad. All right. Anyway, so that being said, okay, we're officially in the eye of the storm. The New England Patriots are headed to Santa Clara again. Let me remind y'all again for what the Super Bowl. Patriots are going to the Super Bowl. Yes. Thank you. All right. But the celebration in Foxborough is currently dampened by a massive cloud over the injury report, which we're going over right now, and it's the right shoulder. All right. The biggest headline is quarterback Drake May is officially listed limited with a right shoulder injury. May took a beating in the AFC Championship win over Denver while he told WEEI he's feeling good. The limited tag on a Super Bowl bye week is enough to keep every Pats fan awake at night. Not really. Honestly, not really. I don't think it's enough to keep everybody awake. Enough for us to dig, yes, but not for us to stay awake. Okay. Head coach Mike Vrabel was vintage today, saying nobody is 100% this time of year. Translation: we're playing, but it's going to hurt. So you pay the price to play in January. You pay the price, guys. This is the price you pay to play January football. You're gonna be banged up. We're playing in the Super Bowl. Again, let's just throw that one in there because this is unbelievable. But again, the Patriots are in the Super Bowl. And one thing that does shock me is that all the injuries do pop up, and it's the bye week. So got a week before the next week before the actual game. And he just popped up on the injury chart. So we got to see how bad it really is. And is it really, really, really that bad? Okay. And like Mike Vrabel said, nobody is 100% at this time. And on the Sentinel Express, what they were saying is Hunter Henry. And even on the injury report when we pulled it up, it's a nice list of people that's on there who did not practice, who are limited. And we're ahead of the Super Bowl week. A lot of teams are banged up right now. All right. So just know, here we go. You want to watch this full. Get your list. Harold Landry, linebacker, knee. Thayer Mumford, tackle, knee. And linebacker Robert Spillane, ankle. He left the game early against Denver. Is a massive concern for the run defense. And then limited was Matt Collins with the abdomen. And good news, Terrell Jennings has officially cleared concussion protocol and is a full participant. So pretty much for good. So that's our injuries. I mean, when I heard the news, of course, we had to come digging up in here and make sure that everything was good. And Drake is not immune to injuries. I'm quite sure we go digging into Seattle's. They're gonna have injuries. Hell, they're down to their one running back. I think they lost some key pieces as well. So let's not just go all out. But all right. let's get into the snubbing. Snub news. Snub. Snub, snub, snub. The snub. The snub that has been heard around the freaking world. Okay? This is every bit of blowing out of proportion as fucking possible. Okay? This has now become an egregious snub. Because now names like Eli Manning, Tom Coughlin, these names have been thrown out there due to the snub. Wait. The snub is real. Now, guys, I want you to understand this is not normal. What has happened? This does not happen. Okay? Normally, things like this does not or do not happen. You know what happened? This was a attack on a man because you don't like him. I'm gonna call it what it is. You don't like him. A lot of people do not like him, do not agree with him. And of course, if you could one up somebody, this is the opportunity. Why not? Now watch this. This is look at this. No, I want y'all to see, and this is not fake news, please. I mean, I have no room for the fake news. I was going through this why I decided to go late with the show because you know how long it takes you to go through and find all these little crazy little line them all up, make sure you don't pull the wrong thing. 'Cause there's a lot of fake news. It's a lot of that seems real. But the sitting US president went off on Belichick's Hall of Fame omission and the sissy NFL kickoff rules in Wednesday's post on Truth Social. I'm done. I can't wait. I get my soundboard sometime this week. They said the people up there in New Jersey said they should be sending my shit back. It was a warranty. I sent it in because it didn't work. So they're sending it back. I'm gonna be using the helm. That's when you're supposed to have it right now. Listen to Donald Trump. The sitting U.S. president went off on Belichick's Hall of Fame omission and the sissy, not my words, NFL kickoff rules in a Wednesday post on Truth Social. Oh, oh boy. Now, guys, the president, Donald J. Trump, the president. This man right here, he got a lot of stuff that he's dealing with, but he knows he didn't heard. This is how bad and egregious this is. This is like this real. You know how people like to make up stuff on the internet for the clicks and the views, and it's popping till we all figure it out. But by that time, it already ran up. You know, this was not one of those things, and this is still going. We did it. We did one yesterday. We did it last night, and it was a nice time doing it. But oh my gosh, I didn't think that we was gonna come back today. And now watch. This is how bad it's getting. This man here, right here. Thank you, Yard Barker. Bill Polian covering his tracks amid reported role in Bill Belichick's Hall of Fame snub. This man right here said, I do not remember if I voted. Everybody and their mama can remember if they voted for something or if they did something. You're not going to lie to us and tell us you did not or do not. You can't, sir. We know that you do not like Belichick. So the BB was snubbed. And it's, of course, not going to be, nobody want to put their name on it. But Sal Palatoni, he comes out and he says, I voted, but I can only speak for myself. I don't know who else vote, how everybody else voted. Meaning Sal Palatoni telling them, look, I seen what everybody else did, but I don't know what the hell they did. So pretty much, guys, this is one of the reasons why, and we're gonna get to, hold on, we're gonna get to it. I don't want to jump all the way out there. I got you. Because I did it last night and today I heard all kind of stuff come out. Listen, I heard the girlfriend. I heard the college career right now. I'm like, okay. But last night when we was talking about it, I was like, no, it all stimulated from Spygate and the numerous controversies that he had. And when I seen the name of the person who overseeing it, Polian, Colts, Bills. He's the former GM of the Colts and the Bills. Then today he comes out and says, I do not remember if I voted for Belichick or not. Okay. Do not remember. Okay. Well, let's just remind Mr. Polian. Okay. Now we have to talk about the story that has the entire NFL world, from Mahomes to Tom Brady, absolutely losing their minds. Bill Belichick has reportedly been snubbed from the Hall of Fame class of 2026. That was it. That news was broken, and I guess they thought we just throw this out there, and this is going to be done. Maybe if it was Jimmy Johnson, um, Mike Holmgren, maybe it's maybe somebody, not a Bill Belichick. Not to be like, oh, Bill Belichick. But listen, Jimmy Johnson not going to the Hall of Fame ceremony after Bill Belichick snub. To hell with MSM. Agrees with Jimmy. Belichick won 333 games along with 8 Super Bowls, 6 as head coach, 2 as a Giants DC. And he wasn't a first ballot Hall of Fame inductee. Pathetic. I mean, that right there for me did it the whole conversation. But then when we went into the rabbit hole, which we're about to go into tonight, again, come on, we're going to see that this was all orchestrated by certain individuals purposely to do this for sole purpose of, I got you. What else could they do it for? You heard what Jimmy Johnson, former head coach Jimmy Johnson, said. And then, of course, you're going to have a percentage of people that's going to have every reason why he should not be. And they have their rights. Everybody has a fair right to say what it is and what they want. Now, for me, the details is reports indicate BB didn't get the 40 required votes from the 50-person panel. So he needed 50 and it's 40 people. Okay. The legend's reaction. Rumors are swirling that when Bill got the call, his response was simply 6 Super Bowls isn't enough. Now, you can listen in your head and listen. Just play out Bill Belichick in your own brain right now and him saying, 6 Super Bowls ain't enough. I'm like, this is the man who breathes football, eats it, lives it, football. So the best way that you can get at him would be to snub him. The man has won 333 games, the most, second to one coach. He has 8 Super Bowls, 6 as a head coach. That's why when the response was 6 Super Bowls isn't enough, he felt like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Really? Like, I didn't do enough? What are we doing here? Now, behind the scenes drama. Now, this is where it kind of gets messy. Why the snub? Well, the insiders are pointing to a small, jealous voter and lingering blemishes like Spygate. So, like I said, it was the Spygate along with another list of numerous controversies that Bill Belichick has been involved in. And I love the way I think Ryan Clark or somebody said it. He said, you can't punish. Bill was already punished for those alleged things. He was already hit with fines and levies, and we lost all kinds. But that's not enough for you. And then the guy said, I think I voted, or I think I didn't. You don't know what you did. So behind the scenes, we got people that are not going to let the fact that, oh, he cheated, Spygate, and then all kind of freaking stuff pops up on the internet where they were doing this, they've been doing this. I posted a thing a long time ago. Every team has cheated. If you think every team in the NFL has not cheated, you're crazy. Some people cheat forever until they get caught. Some people snitch on each other because, oh, wait, you did it better than I did. Okay, so Tom Brady's take. Brady went on Seattle Sports 710 a.m. today and called it completely ridiculous, stating if Bill isn't first ballot, no coach ever should be. There you have it. There you have it. Brady just said it point blank. If Bill isn't a freaking first ballot, then who are we? What are we? What are we doing here? Oh boy, I tell you, this just took all of the air out of the room. Now people are going to really start to oh my goodness. Okay, so John Burrows, have we ever seen a bigger snub for the Hall of Fame than Bill Belichick, right? Man, this goes insane. Who are the Belichick 11? See, now the people want to know the names. We already know Bill Polian. He's the first one on there talking about this is how you know he's on there. He comes out today and says, oh, I don't remember if I didn't vote for him. Wait a minute, what you mean? You're on the staff, so you voted. The only reason why this story still has so much traction is because it then took its own legs and got life, and it's walking. Oh God, here it is. TMZ. TMZ done got it. And the Ty Law, official Ty Law, bro. I don't believe I'm not following Ty Law. The GOAT, bro. But Ty Law steps. I gotta get Ty Law. I gotta get Ty Law. All right. That's it. We didn't kill this. Mm. Pro Football Hall of Shame. I like that one. I guess we could call it that. Mm. All right. Bam. Point blank. What do you have to do? This is a good debate because now if this goes down like it is, there's no one such thing as first ballots. You might as well throw this completely out the window. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it because it doesn't make any sense. And it's not just the fact that it's Belichick and, oh, he got snubbed. It's the motive. It's the reason. It's the very reason why. That's why. It doesn't make any sense. And of course, this man right here, Hall of Fame voter, says he cannot remember if he checked the Belichick, if he checked Bill Belichick's name amid snub. Asshole Pauling. I not my words. I'm just reading him. Polian will now claim he has dementia since he says he didn't know for sure whether if he left Belichick out of the HOF. Point blank, guys. It's the motive behind it. And that's the only, I mean, this news wouldn't have taken off like it has taken had they not tried to cover it up. If Polian doesn't come out with all the excuses, oh, I don't remember. Oh, if we never knew there was 11 votes, that's the first thing. We should have known there was 11. Second thing is you snub him. It gets leaked. He doesn't leak it. Y'all leak it. Somebody else leaks it. Now, this is to soften all the blow. Polian comes out and says the bylaws. He says all this. Then it comes out about the Spygate and the controversy and all this other stuff. Then he comes out and says he doesn't remember because now it's getting kind of thick. So now we're starting to know that my boy right here, Bolian, he might have a problem. So let's see. Man, it don't make sense. But that's gonna be the one thing that we're gonna have that probably die out. Most likely it's gonna die out after the Super Bowl. Nope, probably not, because this is gonna be the debate. Like, really, do you really need a first ballot Hall of Famer? Mahomes reacted. He said it's insane. That's what I'm saying. Like the president spoke out. The president, the NFL elite, NBA's royalty, the average common folk, like all of us, all the small people like me, and then all the big podcasters. Yes, everybody's spoken out. So this has wings. Look, Bill Belichick, even Houston Texans legend J.J. Watt knows that Bill Belichick is a first ballot Hall of Fame. Was left in Tom Brady was left in disbelief. I mean, Bill out here living his best life. But this is how you know this was a snub because they know Bill really cares about this. Again, Bill, the rumors were swirling definitely that Bill got the call. His response simply was 6 Super Bowls isn't enough. Then behind the scenes drama was why the snub is going to be the insiders are pointing to a small jealous voter and a lingering blemish like Spygate and a couple other controversies. Um, Tom Brady even chimed in and he said, if Bill isn't a first ballot, no coach ever should be. I mean, honestly, should he? Should there? I mean, come on. I mean, again, this is why this story is now even bigger. Trump, President Trump, calling it ridiculous. So, again, when you got the President of the United States coming out saying that this is ridiculous and blaming a mindset that led to football, then let you know something right there, guys. I mean, okay, and then I like this one. Here he says, I was never a fan of Bill Belichick. Scandals were part of it, but more than anything, I hated how he treated the media. They said the Hall of Fame snub was as wrong can be. He may be the greatest coach of all time. Something must be done to protect the credibility of the process. It shouldn't be uh tit for tit for tat. It shouldn't be a wrangle up a bunch of voters to top it. Oh boy. Okay, now much can be said about it. But here it is, guys. The man has been to more Super Bowls than a lot of coaches. The man has more Super Bowl rings. Um, second ranked wins. I mean, come on. And he's not a first ballot Hall of Fame coach going in. Like they have to make this right. They got it. You can't tell me. Oh, pencil it. Oh, right now. You can't tell me that one. That ain't crazy. This man is broken, done stuff and broken stuff. Come on. Man. Anyway, we're gonna move on from the snubbing, okay? And we're gonna get straight into the head coaching news of the day, guys. Congratulations to the Cleveland Browns who found themselves a head coach. But not only did they find themselves a head coach, guys, they started a little bit of internal drama in their own camp. Yes, they did. I mean, hell. So now, moving on. All right, now you ready? Ready. I'm ready. Let's get to it. What is it? The third opening. Hold on. Third opening. So, what we have learned about Belichick is fucking got snubbed. Guys, it's cold blooded. It's not my boy Belly. It is what it is. I hope they can fix this because that's crazy. If he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, then what the hell do we got here? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? All right. Now we're going to this coaching carousel. This is head coaches. Remember, we had 10 of them. We had 10 head coaching jobs that were open. Now, guess what? We're down to 2. Arizona and Las Vegas. They're the final 2 jobs available. 2 jobs today, guys. The Cleveland Browns, the team that I didn't see. Listen, I'm not going to even say. I didn't even see them hiring Todd Monken. I thought they were going to promote Jim Schwartz because that's the only guy who really wanted that job. Or maybe they were going to get a young fellow to come in there, and that young guy would be the answer to, I guess, what they're trying to do down there in Cleveland. But anyway, they get it. They get their man. They got Todd Monken. Brought Todd Monken in. Salute to Todd Monken on the job that he's going to do in Cleveland. All right. Make sure that when you come through the door, hit that like button, that sub to the channel button, please, if you don't mind. This is Clutch Sports Media 365, the Patriot Blitz Weekly Blitz. As we have moved on to the coaching carousel. Todd Monken to the Cleveland Browns. What does this say about Cleveland? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, it started a dispute amongst the defensive coordinator, Jim Schwartz. May the Schwartz be with you, as Jim Schwartz is now making his, I guess you could say, his exit, because Jim Schwartz may be out of there, guys. He may be deciding to pick up his services and leave. Head to greener pastures. Reports are San Fran was calling his name. I can see it because Salah just took off and he's headed to Tennessee. So why not pull in old Jim Schwartz? May the Schwartz be with them. Now, he was overlooked for this head coaching position in Cleveland, and I don't blame the man. Honestly, I really don't blame him for feeling some type of way about that. So, guys, while the Pats preparing for the ring, the rest of the league is playing musical chairs. The coaching carousel is spinning at a record speed. Now, Cleveland Browns, in a shocker, not really, they hired former Ravens OC Todd Monken as their head coach. Now, Baltimore Ravens, they're going to have to replace Monken. They've promoted and hired Jesse Mentor, DC, for LA Chargers, former Chargers DC, and he is now their head coach. We're going to see how that is. Now, Pittsburgh Steelers, Mike McCarthy is officially the man in the Steel City. We seen yesterday, last night, this morning, however you want to put it, we seen him with his emotional speech. It was kind of shocking. Let's say McCarthy was just, I'm Pittsburgh. This is for Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh. So the Jim and Cleveland drama. This is what gets me. This is what gets me, guys. Here's the spice. Jim Schwartz, the Browns' defensive coordinator, was reportedly livid about being passed over for Monken. I can believe that. I can believe it. Despite being under contract, rumors say Schwartz has told staff he does not plan to return. Get my shit. I'm out of here. That's what Schwartz probably was in there saying, man. You should have known if they didn't make you the head coach by now. Should have known. That's all I'm trying to tell you. I think Schwartz knew it, and Schwartz probably just didn't want to see it. I don't know if Schwartz didn't want to see it, but it is what it is, Schwartz. You should have known. What were you thinking? Let's just talk about it. Now, guys, the drama doesn't stop there. Monken was widely expected to join John Harbaugh in New York, but Cleveland swooped in at the 11th hour, creating a massive rift in the coaching community. But it's not that bad because there's plenty of pieces out there that you can go and grab up for OCs, DCs. There's plenty of people out there. Now, what does that say? What does that tell us right there? I mean, besides the fact that there's only 2 teams left, okay, Jim Schwartz is now available. Okay, Schwartz is now available for a DC position. The Giants are going to need OC. Despite being under contract still, it's going to be interesting because he's still under contract. So Schwartz is a name that's going to pop up. And like I said, one spot when I was digging into this one is the 49ers that we're looking into taking Schwartz. Now, the latest on the head coach openings, guys, we have. All right, let's get to it. Thus, the reason the last two teams, okay. Let's get to, we got to build up a little context. And, okay, now, Adam Schefter reports. Peter Schrager says both Las Vegas and Arizona have the opportunity to meet with Clint Kubiak again before the Super Bowl. That time is typically mutually agreed upon by team candidate, and in this case, the Seahawks. The expectation is both Las Vegas and Arizona. Oh boy! So now Arizona and Vegas are going after Kubiak. Vegas. You got a little you got a little you got a little you got a little competition. You got a little competition here, I see. So they got a chance to meet with Kubiak, guys, before the Super Bowl. Let's see what they say about this. Let's pull it up. Let's see. All right, both Las Vegas and take an opportunity to do so this weekend. Oh man, people in the comments are both saying, "I hope they pass the bullshit out of the tune." We know the Raiders Nation is riding with Kubiak, but we're curious which team Kubiak feels more comfortable in second meeting. Both of them suck. Arizona is better than Vegas. Oh wow! And the killer part, both teams that's left as a dome team. Both teams that's left is a dome team. That's just crazy. But Peter Schrager tweeted out that earlier. All right, so James Fox said the story is so dumb. There were 10 openings. None of the 32 teams would hire Jim Schwartz as their head coach. This is nothing. This is a nothing story. Good hire by the Browns. Browns DC Jim Schwartz informed that the team was hiring Todd Monken over him and told those close to him that he's out, peered the insiders. Now, Schwartz, I'm telling you, Schwartz is on his, maybe headed to San Francisco. I'm telling you, he may be going to 49ers. He may be at the 49ers, guys. Jim Schwartz just might be the defensive coordinator for the 49ers. That is the first name that popped up. They were trying to swoon him in. So with that snubbing of a head coach opportunity, Schwartz is now pissed off and says, I'm on out. Yet and still he's still under contract. Now the Browns are in contract hell, if you really think about it. They have Deshaun Watson contract. I'm quite sure they're trying to weasel their way out of that. Monk is going to inherit that problem. You have a disgruntled defensive coordinator that you're going to have to deal with. You're paying a quarterback. You're paying money for other people. You're paying for your former head coach. Oh boy, the Browns are in serious. Okay, now let's go. Nathan Steelhouse won't be headed to the Browns, and not least as the head coach. But the odd that the Rams keep Steelhouse and Chris Shula have gotten a good step better. So Todd Monken is here at the Browns today. Guys, Monken's the Browns. All right. Cleveland is hiring the former Ravens offensive coordinator. This should be interesting to see how he plays out. Now, again, I told you the drama doesn't stop there because Monken was supposed to go to New York to be with his old boss, John Harbaugh. See what I'm saying? Scorehawk had it tweeted out as well. The Cleveland Browns are hiring former Ravens, and Monken has been considered a favorite for the Giants OC. Only the Cardinals and Raiders have vacant openings. That is our next bit of talk that we're going to get into. Eight head coaches, eight, 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 eight head coach hires down, and the Cardinals and Raiders are the final openings. Now, matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull that. I got to switch this out here. I got to switch this. I think we downloaded this. I think we did. Hold on. Well, yes, we're down to the final two. Yes, you heard me. Two teams. I think this this it? This is it. Let me make sure. Yeah, there it is right there. So right there, the head coaching carousel will be right here on my screen as the updates. Okay, so hired today is still open, and we're going to get into those two right about as we know. So we need to keep an eye on Arizona and the Las Vegas Raiders. Those seats are still burning hot as the talent pool thins out. Now, again, like I said, bringing up the fact that we have who? Clint Kubiak, the guys that they want to visit. Now, the Bills ended their coaching search, guys, and made a internal hire, definitely. And Joe Brady is now the new head coach. So that means no need for you to worry about courting this man here. It's funny how these things work. And Davis Webb was another name that was floating around there yesterday with the Raiders. And I'm quite sure if Kubiak chooses the Cards, then the Raiders might go with Webb. Or is there somebody else out there? Now let's see. Let's just go through. Okay. NFL, most in-demand coaches make the dramatic decision. Okay. He hasn't interviewed for any openings. No one is calling for interview. There is a lot. So McDermott, nobody's calling him about anything? Broncos David Webb interviewing with the Raiders, Bills for head coaching. Now, I know the Raiders, Davis Webb's definitely. Now, I don't know if they're going to go with him. We haven't heard anything else after that. So Davis Webb to the Raiders. Okay, remember that. Bills have already sold their spot up with Brady. Now, Jacksonville left their spots. They're closed. Hey, okay, athletic supporters. Sure enough, Mark Davis and Number 30, Mike Bidwell, 25-30. And the Browns, so those, I'm not. We're not going down the rabbit holes. No, we're not doing the rabbit hole. So, guys, head coaches. Now we know today. Dun, 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 dun. Joe Brady was hired yesterday, and today Monken was hired. So let's go to the top. We're gonna see. So, all right. Now, okay. Now here we go, guys. Download to. I mean, they're still on this. What's his name? This Marcus Freeman. Okay. Uh-oh. Here we go. There's a Browns fan ranting, y'all. You know, we can't pass up the Browns. Oh, we can't do it. Here it goes. All right. Now I know that was a whole lot, but social media is not for everybody, and it's crazy. Some people just love a good rant. Let them rant. Let them rant. Fuck it. Anyway, so Todd Monken bringing in offensive line coach George Warhop. If this is true, this is Todd Monken already getting his dogs in order. Okay. hmm So George Warhop is the new coordinator. Uh, okay, so Sean Payton has gone above and see. This is why a lot of people are getting rid of the older coaches, and why we're shocked that Mike McCarthy was actually hired, older coach, but he doesn't seem like he's old. Sean seems like he's gotten older, and dare I say that young people are taking over. But sometimes you got to wonder what is going on over there. or up there? Because I don't know. No, here we go. And there's Riz. Say, what happened to him? Good question. We're here to know. I want to know. Your voice is not too bad, though. Even that much. Mm, it's all guys again. Mm. All right, so the Titans have hired Ravens wide receiver coach Greg Lewis as their new wide receivers coach. So it's doing a lot of recycling around this joint. I see we're getting people from this staff to come over here to this one. Hey, come over here. You come over here. All right, Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl 30 years ago today. Be another 30 years probably. Keep playing around. Oh God. Guys, Skip and this one right here are not getting played. They're not getting played. And I like them. I really do generally like them two people right there. I just don't like them. They just the sensationalism has gone too far. It's like chasing clout. It's like a drug for them. All right. All right. Now our coaching staff, coaching thing, right? Head coaching. Hold up. We're going to head coaching. So we have two spots left open. That's all we have. And Nussmeyer putting that work in down in Mobile. Come on, Nussmeyer. I see you, boy. I see you, Nussmeyer. But that's a whole nother, what guys, that's a whole nother thing. We probably do that tomorrow. We'll do Thursday, will be our CFP day where we can go through college. But today, we're strictly here, NFL. Okay, so head coach, right? All right, now let's get to it. Bills promote Joe Brady. We know that, but he has a 5-year deal. Some bargain paid. Stay home. Bills not crazy. They seen Vegas was on their way to get that bud. They were like, oh, hold up. No. No. Negative. So 4 days ago, this dropped 4 days ago. All right. 4 days ago, we didn't have this one or this one. Today, these two right here. And we just have this one and this one left open. And we're about to get to a bottom of the idea of who's going where. So, Vegas and Arizona. Let me update the X. All right. All right. So, there we go. So there's not okay. There's just not a ton of really attractive head coaching openings this year. This is back January 14th, right? So Atlanta is a B plus, right? Oakland would be a B. Arizona a B. The Giants a B minus. Cleveland is a B minus. Tennessee C plus. Pittsburgh C plus. And Miami C, right? Now, each one of these spots, they give us a like a little definition or whatever it is. All right, great roster, but it needs a QB. Has no clear route to getting one. Atlanta, they're pretty much saying Michael Penix is a good fit, but the injury questionable. Kirk Cousins is not a long-term sustainable guy, I guess. Oakland, Mendoza fixes the quarterback position, but they need wide receivers, offensive line, and an entire defense. Damn. I was going with the line. I knew the line was a problem. The defense, the entire defense. Vegas is not that tore up. Arizona, sneaky good roster, but has no answer at quarterback unless they trade Kyler for picks. I can see them getting rid of Kyler, but we're gonna have to do a dive into Kyler to it's a couple other ones that's surrounded with these contracts that they're stuck. They're stuck in the contract, bro. How you gonna get out? I mean, you can just cut it, but you see what Russ and them going through. All right, now the Giants, they are in love with a bad QB, but the rest of the roster is low key solid. Jackson Dart's not a bad QB. Let's just come on, let's keep it. Cleveland, tons of controversy without talent at QB and an offense made almost entirely of roster holes. Not my words, but I could agree. Tennessee, no O line, poor weapons, and Ward has really struggled, but Ward could be okay. We'll see now. They got Dayball and they got Solid down there now. I really like this. Who put this up here anyway? This we got one more to go. Joe A NFL _ NFL is, and this was back All right. Now, Pittsburgh, mid O-line, mid at best weapons, old, expensive defense, and nothing at QB. We don't know about Will Howard yet. We don't know about Will Howard yet. All right. And then Miami, right? This roster has like 3 good players. Fair to say. I would fair to say. No, fair to say. So, with that being said about each of these teams, right? Knowing that each of these teams, the way they are, right? And who got hired? Stefanski's in Atlanta. Still no quarterback, no head coach in Oakland and well, not Oakland, but Las Vegas and Arizona. The Giants getting hardball. Monken in Cleveland. Sala in Tennessee. McCarthy in Pittsburgh. And Halfley is in Miami. These it definitely has just changed a whole lot. We have Brian Kelly news popped up, but we're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're doing it right after we finish this coach. We got coaching news. All right. Let's see. There it is. That's it. That's the faces of the place, of the people in the places to be, y'all. That's the head coaches for the 2026 right there. I'm just saying. So here we go. All right. All right, so this 2026 hiring cycle, guys, has seen a high degree of internal to external migration, where successful coordinators from championship caliber programs have been tapped to lead struggling franchises. The redistribution of talent from the Harbaugh, McVay, and Shanahan coaching trees remains the dominant force in the market. Baltimore Ravens, Jesse Mentor, Chargers defensive coordinator, primary mandate. Maintain Harbaugh era culture with a modernized defense, okay? Buffalo, they got Joe Brady, the Bills OC. He got Josh Allen. Cleveland Browns got Monk and the Ravens OC. Modernized passing attack for Shador Sanders era. What are we we're about to find out what's going on. Well, what's his name? Okay. Cause damn it, we jumped all over Deshaun Watson. Then Pittsburgh, Mike McCarthy, right? Free agent, former Dallas GB, competitive rebuild potential on Rodgers. Lore, I really believe they're going to try to get Aaron Rodgers to come back. I really believe that. I really do. Okay, so 6 head coach spots left. Cardinals, Vance Joseph, Browns. Nope, that's not going to be the case. Raiders, Clint Kubiak, Steelers. It was going to be Chris Schuler, but they got Mike McCarthy. Dayball, nope, he went to be a coordinator. And, yep, mentor. Got some of it right. And of course, we broke that one yesterday. Zach Wilson is back with, well, he's with Tampa Bay. Not back with, but went to Tampa Bay. There is. All right, and let's see. So this is going to be so Packers defensive coordinator took the job at Miami. Jeff Hafley. Kevin Stefanski with Atlanta. And of course, the Raiders and Cardinals are vacant. We don't have anything on them. So, two things to go with is develop Fernando Mendoza, expected #1 pick. Defense overhaul and a Kyler Murray decision when you get to Arizona. Same thing that we're about to look up and see what is going on with Deshaun Watson. Because Cleveland is going to do something with this. Okay, let's see. Because now y'all got me want to know. All right. We're going to break some news tonight. Let's do some journalism real quick, y'all. Deshaun Watson. All right. Deshaun Watson. Oh, y'all forgetting he's still going to be a backup. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. All right. One thing Tom Morgan would do, he will tailor his offense to his quarterback, Deshaun Watson, and I will guarantee you Deshaun Watson will be back to form. And if that clown doesn't give us a bargain on his next contract, then again, it's not his fault. He is forced into an offense. Okay. I'm about to tell you, you forgot. All right, now see, there we go. Polar Montana CEO says, guys, Deshaun Watson is only there because he's owed $46 million, and if you released him, it's an $81 million cap hit. Shador is QB1, so get over it. It would be crazy to play Watson because he's going after this year, and you want to see Shador before the stacked 2027 quarterback draft. Okay, this is a mixed up group of Browns fans. Okay. Now, I expect Browns to add their. Wait. All right, wait. Father Ty Simpson, Malik Willis as potential Brown. Oh my goodness. So the Browns are going to go and get more quarterbacks. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Deshaun Watson. And here they go with getting more quarterbacks. Okay. All right. Hold on. We better figure out this right here. we about to dig into this one, guys. Hold on, because this don't make this actually for the life of me doesn't make sense. But okay. Now, hold up 1 second. We pulling up. I'm looking up Deshaun Watson's contract because this don't make all right. I understand they're trying to do something in Cleveland, but I only gave Deshaun Watson 230 and post allegations. Okay, we know he got paid. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Not advocating for the situation to take place, but potentially seeing Deshaun Watson take the helm on offense this upcoming season seems much more likely to happen than it did just a month ago. Could we see a resurgence? I'm curious. I'm thinking the same thing. That's what I am trying to say. Browns pay Deshaun Watson $60 million a year. Sorry, they're going. That's what. God. Okay, let's see. All right. All right. Today, 29. So, guys, breaking news. Let's break some news. Break some news. All right. Here is the latest news regarding Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns. The Browns have hired Todd Monken as their new head coach to replace Kevin Stefanski. Monken previously served as the Baltimore Ravens offensive coordinator. His arrival signals a new offensive system Watson will have to learn if he wins the starting job. General Manager Andrew Berry recently confirmed that the team anticipate Watson being on the roster for the 2026 season. Despite missing the entire 2025 season, the team plans to retain him largely due to his contract situation. Quarterback competition. Watson is expected to compete for the starting job against Shador Sanders, who started 2025. Dylan Gabriel reports indicate the team views Watson as a potential bridge option or competitor rather than a guaranteed starter. Oh, okay. Okay. So Watson missed the entire 2025 season, recovering from an ruptured Achilles tendon, originally injured in 2024, re-injured in January 2025. Damn, so injury does play. But guys, so bridge option. I'm just saying now. Return to practice. Now he was designated to return from the physically unable to perform publish in December 2025 and participated in practice. Though he was not activated for game action. Current health, he's reportedly focusing on rehab to be ready for the 2026 training camp. So Deshaun's off. He's ready. That what my man said. He said he's ready. Deshaun is back and he's ready. So get ready for a battle. Now, Shador Sanders, whom the Browns drafted, served as a starter for much of 2025. Despite the statistical poor rookie campaign, he was surprisingly named a Pro Bowl alternate. Now, 2026 offense will likely feature a training camp battle between the veteran Watson and a second-year Sanders under Coach Monken's new evaluation. So there it is. Now, final guarantee year. Watson is entering his final year of his fully guaranteed $230 million. Okay, so but cap hit. His salary hit for 2026 is projected to be over $80 million due to previous restructures. Cutting him would trigger a dead money and charge a roughly $131 million, making it financially impossible for the Browns to release him outright. This forces the team to keep him on the roster unless a highly unlikely trade partners. So he's not going anywhere. You're going to play him. He's going to be, listen, he's going to be the starter. Monken is going to get the best out of Deshaun Watson. He sees Shador, but he got this guy that's been sitting on the shelf, and I don't think he's about to nah, Brian. Monken's not about to be like, nah, no. And then like they just said, his projected cap hit is over 80 million. I think it's 81 mil. And then guess what? Just cutting him would trigger 131 million. Plus, you're already paying coaches that you. It's just a big mess. So Deshaun Watson is going to be, trust me, he's going to be in there. It's the final year, so you pretty much can get something out of this. This is the biggest upcoming variable is how Monken is going to assess Watson's fit in his offensive scheme compared to Shador Sanders. Monken's system in Baltimore utilized mobile quarterbacks effectively, which could theoretically fit a healthy Watson. But Sanders is younger and recent draft investment. But Shador really doesn't run though. That's the thing. Shador really doesn't run. He tries to be a pocket guy. So of course I just broke it down. That is Deshaun Watson, baby. He is gonna be back. I expect him to be back this year playing. I don't think they're not gonna have him playing. You heard they said this is last year. And with the new head coach Monken over there, guess what? I'm quite sure they're gonna try both of them out, all three of them, Gabriel as well, and see who gets the scheme. They're gonna see who gets the scheme because guess what? In the end, it's gonna be Monken's chance to show I can do what I did with Lamar here with either Deshaun Watson or either what's his name? Either with Shador Sanders, which I think is gonna be Shador. Now, guys, again, let's get back to hold on. Let's get back to this head coach. Okay, the Browns. All right, now this is gonna be nice right here because guess what? Jaguars. No, not them. It's looking like Vance Joseph might not land a head coaching job, but Davis Webb remains in contention for the 2 openings. So Davis Webb. Didn't know that Davis Webb was on the radar for the Raiders. Wait a minute. Let's think. Let me dig it. Let me dig it. Hold on. Pull it up. Let's pull it up. I really didn't think that. I thought Vance Joseph would have actually had a chance at the Cardinals job. I mean, honestly, I thought he would have had a job at least the Cardinals. Okay, seriously. But this might not be. In a year where 10 head coaching up, and I think Shanahan, McVay, and LaFleur have all proved that they're a good head coach. I think that they just made a list. If they don't go anywhere next year, these names will be up for fire, especially Shanahan, LaFleur, and McVay. If they don't go anywhere next year, I think that people may start looking at time to switching up, especially if you have a team like the Bears, the Patriots, that Tennessee, or another team that's able to get uh, like to the playoffs, you're gonna have teams that's gonna start firing coaches and looking for a new beginning. Like, I'm serious. Like, this is all right. Browns fans can't force a hire just because young offensive mind sounds good. Head coach. This is another part of the game too. You don't want to go for the fresh new, but sometimes I guess you want to have that Ben Johnson. But you know, we won't know until they get the job. And the Browns took a reputable coordinator. He worked with Lamar Jackson, although he comes from inner division. It's kind of crazy work. It's the business side, but all right. So the Raiders are looking at Davis Webb, Evero, Clint Kubiak, Arizona, Mike LaFleur, Raheem Morris, really, and Anthony Weaver. Now, I don't know about that. Now there goes Davis Webb. He is reportedly visited or has visited with the Raiders and has flown back to Denver. And this came on the heels of everybody getting fired. So this could be what it is. Do me a favor, hit that like button, please. If you don't mind, hit the like button. Please like, follow, and sub up to the channel. Remember, go Pats. We in the Super Bowl. Let's go. Now, Broncos, he's interviewing. All right. These are you can stop with the bottom two, but this was on the 26th, and so far their Cleveland odds came in wrong, Buffalo odds came in wrong. Webb and LaFleur are the only two left. And Arizona might got a chance at LaFleur. Steelhouse, Vance Joseph, They want Clint Kubiak as well. Davis Webb as well. Either way it goes, this is going to be interesting. Because, damn. All right, there they are. Look, the Bills and Raiders. Well, the Bills already in thing. So they need to update this. And this is the latest. Um, the Raiders, Davis Webb. Name keeps popping up, but we know Davis Webb is still gonna be a Bronco. Wait, let's just go. Because this is a part of the coaching carousel we're talking about, guys, before we get into Patriot news. Yes, the news you came to see, the Patriot news. All right, here we are. Davis Webb. All right, so now they want Davis Webb. So the Giants want Davis Webb for their OC position. You see that, huh, guys? You better watch out. Davis Webb might be. Oh, wait. And finally, the Monken effect in Baltimore. With Monken gone, Jesse Minter has to find a coordinator who Lamar Jackson trusts. We're watching Davis Webb closely here, too. If the Raiders don't snag him, he's the top choice for the Ravens. The moment at the top is creating a vacuum at the bottom. And by tomorrow, we should see dozen more names moving chairs. Guys, this could be crazy news. No lie. If he doesn't take the Raiders job, does he go to Baltimore to work with Lamar Jackson? Does he leave Bo Nix and Crazy Peyton and go to Baltimore with Jesse Minter? Or does he go to the New? Could he possibly go to New York? New York Giants want him to. Oh boy, this is crazy. All right, so man, let's go bananas, bonkers. All right, before and after we sign Davis Webb. Okay, so the Raiders. What do y'all got going on here, Raiders? Raiders are losing their mind, I see. Diego Pavia stands tall at the Senior Bowl despite height doubts. Wide receivers and edge rushers shine on Senior. So the Senior Bowl definitely has been out the chain, I heard. Bo Nix on Davis Webb. Understand the role of being a coach. Understand the role of teaching. Uh-huh. Boy, there it is. Something that slipped under the radar yesterday during the OC news. It appears that Sean Payton is at least thinking about giving up play calling duties. And Ha had reported how he looked into Joe Brady as the OC and even for oh, oh. So that might if David Webb doesn't go anywhere, we know why. Listen to me. If David Webb doesn't go anywhere, Davis Webb doesn't go anywhere. Because Sean Payton just pretty much put the kibosh on the deal. Come on, guys, come back here. They fired everybody who kept him. Sean said, I don't want to call plays anymore. So Davis Webb, we're going to see. And the Broncos, the Giants have requested to interview Davis Webb. So the Giants want him for their OC. They want him to work with their Jackson Dart. Yep. Yep. So Davis Webb is going to be a hot name, period, on this block right here. And still, Davis Webb can still go to Cleveland with what was his name? The Monkey. Or he can go be with Mentor and work with him. Davis Webb has juice right now. Okay, so as we're down to the wire, guys, with Arizona and Vegas in the desert right now, Mike LaFleur is the leader in his clubhouse debate. The Cardinals want the Rams style explosive offense, but don't sleep on Anthony Weaver. If they want to fix that 28 ranked secondary, Weaver is the man. And in Vegas, Tom Brady is holding the keys. They are desperate to find a coach who can turn Fernando Mendoza into the next great quarterback. Will they go with the youth of Davis Webb or the established production of Clint Kubiak? That is going to be the waiting game. Can they wait? What the fuck is that? Bo Nix, really? All right. So Shador Sanders is going to replace Drake May in the Pro Bowl. I mean, damn. What's the problem with that one? Can somebody please tell me what's the problem with it? I mean, okay. There is none, really. Okay, so, but, I mean, we got a deep dive into this. All right. What did I want? I wanted to. Mm, uh-oh. Here we go. The latest rumor is the buzz. The Browns GM Andrew Berry wanted young blood. He wanted OC Nate Steelhouse, and the Browns owner stepped in and took Todd. I mean, you see the owners starting to come out at the press conferences and they're starting to voice their opinion just like the players are doing. So why not? So it's a fair world. Got to be able to stand in that kitchen. So, hmm. Chris O'Leary. Who is Chris O'Leary? Uh-oh. Gonzo already knows, dude, so we good. Gonzo knows him. We good. That's gonna be in our next third. It's gonna be in the third. It's not. It's gonna be in the Patriot Blitz. Don't worry, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about because the Patriots. Guess what? We're in the Super Bowl. I said. The Patriots. We're in the Super Bowl. Let that one sink in. Oh, let it sink in. Oh, that sounds good. We're back in the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, you heard it. So Cleveland guys, y'all know it's not. He wasn't. He wasn't gonna do it. Uh-oh. Ooh, this can't be real. But Dave Portnoy put this on. Dave put it on there. The Jets reached out to John Gruden about the idea of joining Aaron Glenn's staff. According to multiple sources, Gruden wasn't interested in the job. Guys, do you agree? I mean, Gruden, he wanted to coach. I don't agree with, I guess. I don't agree with this one. I don't agree. Gruden, I don't know about that. But if that's true, I guess that's not true. I'd have been like, sure, let's go. It's a chance to come back. All right. DC Patrick Graham is reportedly nearing a deal to be the Steelers' new DC under Mike McCarthy. Graham was part of a three-head coach regime over his 4 seasons in Vegas. McDaniel, Pierce, Carroll, and Raider Nation has been wishing him all the best if he leaves. OMG. Yep, y'all about to lose y'all DC, bro. So whoever y'all get as your coach, just know whoever y'all get as your new coach, it's gonna have to be. It's gonna be put like this. Whoever y'all get as your next head coach, it's gonna be you're gonna get a new OC in the DC. And I mean, damn, bro. So he's headed to Pittsburgh, guys, to join McCarthy to be their new DC. So, about to see if the steel curtain is coming back to life. Jim Schwartz situation with the Browns, guys. This has got ugly today. When as soon as they hired Todd Monken, soon as they hired him, Schwartz said, "I'm out." Schwartz had some livid comments about being overlooked for the head coaching job, and he decided to get up out the building. Said, "Fuck this, I'm gone." And Schwartz dropped out. He was informed this morning that the job was going to Todd Monken. Schwartz said goodbye to a few people and angrily told others he was finger blazing out the door. He was done with the Browns. No, I'm just kidding. But he was done with the Browns, though. You know? No, he's still under contract, but he anticipated the head coaching job. But the fact that he didn't get the head coaching job, it kind of says I'm not saying it's a slap in the face, but it's almost like a slap in the face because here he watched them go through the hiring process, and then at the end, I guess he must have didn't see they were going to go on with Steelhouse first, but that didn't go through, and then they bring in Monken. So overlooked you. It was like just looking around, looking around, looking around, looking around, looking around, looking around, looking, and oh, Monken, come on. So yeah. hmm Okay, Bo Nix, we can figure you out, Bo. All right. Now this was interesting. Shout out to my boy Pat McAfee, guys. Pat is Pat be on the shit. He's playing like you don't know. You heard that? Jimmy Johnson said, fuck it. I ain't going. I was going to charter a jet, go up there and fuck it. I ain't going. There's a bunch of people, and Jimmy Johnson said every voter I talked to has said they voted for Belichick, which is bullshit. A bunch of them are lying. Nobody knows the history of the NFL more than Bill Belichick, and just pisses me off that he isn't first ballot Hall of Fame. Jimmy Johnson. Now I'm not taking away from the hate and the reason why everybody doesn't like him, but this is bonkers, bananas. This is out of worldly. Doesn't make any sense. But the amount of ridicule and backlash is going to force a change because this doesn't make any sense. This man does. All right, now we already know. We know they shouldn't be trying to use Spygate as an excuse either. Okay, they cannot use Spygate and any other controversies, especially if he's already been disciplined for that. That's double jeopardy. I'm trying to charge a man twice, but that's okay. It makes no sense. So Patrick Graham, again, is set to be the Steelers' new DC, reflected on the Raiders' tough season. Oh, there it is. Las Vegas gave up another piece, guys. You're going to need a head coach as well as you're going to need a the Rams and Tua. Could the Rams pick up Tua possibly? Mhm. Could they? That's one floating rumor that sounds a bit too good to be true. Okay, let's go Chris O'Leary. Okay, I want to know. Chris O'Leary is the new defensive coordinator. O'Leary. Man, where did they get Chris O'Leary from? Chris O'Leary, guys. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. Chris O'Leary. All right. All right. Chargers, Chris O'Leary, defensive coordinator. O'Leary and return. Okay. O'Leary, who spent 2024 season as a team safety coach under Coach Harbaugh, returns to the Bolts after spending last year as a DC at Western Michigan. O'Leary coached at Western Michigan defense in 2025. Okay, Western Michigan, they did do good this year, right? That's the MAC. If I'm correct, it's the MAC, I think. And the Fort Conference title program, he turned the defense in the unit to a ranked number 9 in FPS and second in the MAC in scoring defense, 17.4. O'Leary's defense was the MAC's second best unit in total net yards allowed per game. All right, so O'Leary comes from so they went and got a dude from college, pretty much. All right. So the Chargers went and got O'Leary. They went and got so Chris O'Leary, Mike McDaniel, and Harbaugh. That should be a very good combination. Him, Justin Herbert, and oh boy, that Chargers defense. Oh yeah, I guess they're gonna be coming get us, guys. Coming for us. Bring it on. Bring it. Bring it. But there he is. Chargers have their offensive coordinator set, Mike McDaniel, and if I'm picking one coach to go to Super Bowl to win there, to go out there and win a Super Bowl, I'm taking Belichick. Brady on his coach. That is. All right, Raider Nation. Y'all think Brady and Raiders throw the bag at Clint? If it's me, gotta make him an offer he can't refuse. 5-year deal. Let me. Because now Raiders, in case y'all know, he is a hot commodity. They are looking at him in Arizona. Okay, so O'Leary is Chargers are hiring with him. Okay, so O'Leary is getting the job. All right, Bubba Ventrone is not expected to return to coach on Todd Monken's staff in Cleveland. Okay, Brown special teams. So they're not. So the Brown special teams, I think he's going to the Rams. I think Bubba is going to the Rams. So they're gonna Cleveland will have a new OC, DC, and special teams in 2026. So Monken is going to bring a whole new staff to Cleveland. It is what it is. Honestly, I think you should want to bring a new regime. You know, the other old regime didn't get the job done. Time to swap them out. That's what you brought me here for. So, you know, once you get them, let's get it. All right. So, Todd Monken hiring by the Browns has thrown a bit of a wrench into the Giants' plan. So now the Giants are definitely going to be looking for offensive coordinators. Who the hell do they go and get now? And then got my boy Mitchell Renz. He said the Raiders will definitely be interviewing Kubiak. Get the job done. They have one chance to interview him this weekend before the Super Bowl. So I know they're on top of it. So Vegas has a chance to actually get out there and get to interviewing with Kubiak. Okay. Um, Todd Monken on good offensive football. Don't turn it. Don't turn it over. Be explosive. Score touchdowns in the red zone. Be good on third down. Don't have lost yardage plays. Have an athletic QB who can make off schedule plays. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like the same thing he said when he was in Baltimore, right? All right, Monken talking about needing an athletic quarterback to have explosive offense. There it is. Patriots GM Elliott Wolf revealed that the Browns would move off Myles Garrett for 3 first-round picks. You heard me. The 3 first rounders, guys. You can get Myles Garrett. Imagine we get Myles Garrett on that defense. We're back-to-back Super Bowls. The dynasty's back. I think we can get 3 Super Bowls. We win 7, 8, 9. Well, we might have to get 10. We was able to get Myles Garrett to the Patriots. That's beyond bananas and bonkers. I mean, come on. All right. Anyway, since the Broncos released Russell Wilson in 2024, his contract has taken up $85 million in dead money for their salary cap. Denver is free and clear of all cap charges in 2026. So they finally free of Russell Wilson. So a lot of teams might be following that same model coming up pretty soon. And we're talking about the Tuas and the Kyler Murrays. And you'll never know who else might be in suit. Myles Garrett after hearing the news about Jim Schwartz. Okay. What is Miles talking about? Miles is about to leave, or is Miles gonna come to Miles? You want to win the Super Bowl? Come to New England, baby. Oh. I know you're capping, right? Hold on. Let's read this, guys. Look, breaking news. As a kid dreaming of the NFL, focused on was the ultimate goal of winning a Super Bowl. And that goal fuels me today more than ever. My love for the community of Northeast Ohio and incredible fan base of Cleveland Browns has made me this one of the toughest decisions of my life. This past 8 years have shaped me into the man I am today. While I've loved calling this city my home, my desire to win and compete on the biggest stages won't allow me to be complacent. The goal was never to go from Cleveland to Canton. It was always been to compete for and win a Super Bowl. With that in mind, I requested to be traded from the Cleveland Browns. Miles Garrett. Miles Garrett. Oh, this is a joke. Right, so I thought this was a real interesting little tidbit right there. But you know, Miles come on to New England, baby. All right. Expectation of both Raiders and Cardinals. Now, that's a good question because both of them are dome teams, Kubiak. Both of them are dome teams. One is getting the number one overall draft pick. The other one, you got to figure out what you're going to do with Kyler Murray. That's a good question. What are you going to do with him? Okay, Drake May is limited. A good sign. He wasn't a DNP. And I mean, he wasn't DNP. It wasn't something that's really too bad. And here goes the injury report again, folks. Bringing out the injury report. There we go. Injury report. Hunter Henry, Harold Landry, Morgan Moses, Mumford Thayer, Rob Spillane, Matt Collins, Drake May, Joshua Farmer, and Terrell Jennings. Just right shoulder limited. Nothing too serious. He's a dog. You're right. He's a dog. And you're right. Dom the P. Drake played all 18 games while being beat up all season long. Remember, he got sacked by Myles Garrett. He got beat, brutalized. Okay. My guy got beat and brutalized. So, nothing bad. All right. This is nothing, guys. This is nothing. All right. So, shout out to Ian. You know, it's a good thing. And of course, and Pop, listen, let me tell y'all something. We got some corners, and Christian Gonzalez knows JSN. Him and JSN know each other like that. So we're good. Folks, we're good. We have a defense. In case people forgot, the Patriots have a defense. I know people don't like to give us credit, but why you think we're in the damn Super Bowl? Okay, if the Patriots DC Zach Kerr and head coach Mike Ford designated one game all season for Christian Gonzalez to shadow opposing wide receiver in the full-time man coverage, the Seahawks matchup against JSN would be it. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. We got this. Okay? I'm sorry. We got this. Patriot Nation. We can stand up and stand tall, but they're trying to knock us down with all the hate. It's a lot of hate. It's a lot of hate. All I see is people picking the Seahawks. The reason why the Seahawks going to win. Oh my God, they think it's going to be a blowout. If we didn't get blown out yet, please stop. Okay. Okay. Good preview of the 32 the Super Bowl jerseys right there, man. All right. The Jets' highest paid players for 2026: Aaron Rodgers, Sauce Gardner, Justin Fields, the worst franchise in NFL history. I wouldn't say that, but okay. So the Dolphins let go of their offensive line coach, Butch Berry, and he's picked up by the Chargers. See what I'm saying? It's like these little knick-knack signings here and there in between, guys. That's fulfilling up the roster. Like the rest of the NFL is getting their shit together. They're getting their shit together, okay? Okay, yeah, getting their shit together. All right, sources would show Schwartz likely on his way out. Joe Woods has emerged as a potential candidate to replace him. Joe Woods, guys, would take over DC position in Cleveland. He was Cleveland's DC from 2020 to 2022. Browns fans would welcome him back, I'm guessing, with wide open arms, right? That's what Corey said. Corey Kuza. And here we go. Defense stood against them on fourth down. My Patriot. Here we go. So Gardner Minshew did not tear his ACL. Okay. And turned out to be a bone bruise that did not require any surgery. Minshew did not suffer any long-term damage to the knee, and he's already back full strength and prepared to head to free agency. So Gardner Minshew will be out there, guys, for free agency. I know the Raiders don't want to take him. Cards, maybe. Jets. I mean, the Jets, right? The Jets could be. Think about it. The Jets could actually use a bridge guy, you know. Cardinals could use a guy. What y'all think? All right. All right. Josh McDaniels is about to appear in his 9th Super Bowl. 9, guys. This is the Patriots' 12th Super Bowl appearance. 12. So, guys, give it up for the Patriots, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right. This ain't. Come on, man. Let's not be. Hit that like button if you don't mind. When you come through the door, hit that like button. We're here. Power rankings. Why we gotta be number 2? Why we can't be the number 1 team? I guess we gotta beat number 1 to be number 1. That's right. AFC champs. Bill Polian. All right, here we go. Polian never imagined we'd have to answer for. No, he'd have to answer for this. He thought the anatomy would allow him one last free stab at Belichick's back, and the water is just starting to get hot. Yeah, yeah. Guys, it's already hot. It's not coming out. His name is connected to this whole debacle. Nobody cares about what he thought. This man right here is down bad. Let's see what this Brian Kelly doing, right? Brian Kelly trending. All right, Gary Nussmeier, underwhelmed at LSU. Brian Kelly said that's it. He can get what they good OC develop him. He might be. And franchise fan look back at the wonder why. Man, I was hard on Garrett Nussmeier this year, but the kid couldn't love LSU. I hate how Brian Kelly and his offensive staff failed to develop him this year. How injury impacted him. Nussmeier could have been something. But I was calling this man a nuts bum. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was calling him nuts bum. But Nussmeier, it's okay. We're gonna see where he landed at this year. I mean, Nussmeier could throw the ball, guys, as long as he was there. But Brian Kelly just was asshole is the right word. That's not my words. I'm reading. Was an asshole who drove LSU program into the ground and got a check to leave. Paid this bum to leave. Oh wow, this is crazy. Damn, Brian Kelly's son screaming free BK like his dad in jail. He's getting a $54 million buyout. Yep, we can't make this. See, sports is amazing, guys. These are this shit right here. It's beautiful. This is the beautiful shit, right? Welcome to sports. Arian Brown draft cornerback. Look at that. Man, LSU wide receiver, you baby. I don't know why, and what the fuck happened. But Brian Kelly definitely is gone, guys. All right. Injury explained. I mean, you kind of understood that. Nussmeier wasn't 100%, guys. However, it's no excuse to play, bad ball. Oh boy. Brian Kelly is really good. All right, so after Brian Kelly news, it's all about because what kind of figured it's the East West Shrine Bowl, so that news would be be all over the place. Now here we go. Look at this. It just feels like the Raiders will keep firing coaches until Gruden and able to return for a third time. Look at this. I don't think he's coming back, Raiders. I don't think he's coming back. I think y'all can hire him now if you want it. Who's gonna tell you no? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna tell you no? All right. If and Eagles, this is another one. They're all tweaking about their coordinator's position too because at first I thought they were getting Brian Dayball. I thought Philly was getting Dayball, but Nick Sirianni ended up calling the offense. There will be undoubtedly new head coach by the Eagles. Okay, I mean. So Adam Schefter on the Eagles' long OC shirt. It doesn't appear there being any rush. Sirianni could call the offense. They could find somebody worthy enough to do the job. Apparently, the Eagles not even worried about this shit. They're not. Jim Bound Cooter and Sean Mayan. All right. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Tone Diggs. So basically, if you're an NFL player, do not listen to your coach. If they are a first time head coach or haven't won the Super Bowl, especially if you're a young QB, got it. If I'm Shador Sanders, why am I listening to Todd Monken? What have you won on an NFL level? What the hell did this just. Okay. This is why they want the sensationalism. Guys, I'm going to tell you. Some of them want they think that the Stephen A. ESPN sensationalism say the rawest thing from a point of view of a player would say, but honestly, you're not really gonna go and do the shit that you're saying. When you're a player, you want to doing this. I'm just saying. So all of a sudden, we got the right thing to say, and it doesn't make any sense. And then you want us to click on it to get clicks and views. If I'm Shador Sanders, why am I listening to Tom? Because he's your head coach. That's the owner bringing in a head coach, an offensive head coach, one who's worked with Lamar Jackson, who can ultimately work with you. But listen, Deshaun Watson is here. Then it's you. So you're in a line. So you got to pay attention. They're going to be upset when they realize that if he doesn't work for it, then what are we talking about? He's going to bounce around till he figures it out. If that was the case, why is he not in Vegas? Oh boy. Atlanta can go and sweep him up right now. But just when you see stuff like this, I'm glad Tone Diggs pointed that out, bro. Tone, that's a good point out. Because these dudes right here is just that they don't know these are former players. These are like the podcast rappers now, right? We got these podcast rappers, right? They're gonna get up there and talk trash about the music and the younger generation. But if they were the ones in the shoes, which they were doing opposite of what they're telling the young people to do. Same way these former players are up here and they're telling the other ones, don't do this. Don't. No, if I was this, I wouldn't do this. No, no. Oh, that man that was drafted fifth overall, he's lucky he was drafted and he has to play. What are you talking about? This is crazy what they're doing, bro. This is why we stick to sports. We get the topics, we go through, we find the information, and we're gonna bring it to the people raw and without the bullshit. Because this is the bullshit. This man said, "No, I'm sorry, we're not gonna stick on to it, but we're gonna stick on it." Tone Diggs, he pretty much put it out there. He said, basically, if you're an NFL player, do not listen to your coach if they are first-time head coach or haven't won a Super Bowl, especially if you're a young, quick beat. Got it. And this is what they put out there. If I'm Shador Sanders, why am I listening to Todd Monken? What have you won on an NFL level? He weighs in on the Cleveland Browns hiring Monken as their new head coach. And you can see from the face, he's serious. He's dead serious. You can watch this over there at Speakeasy. They do their thing over Speakeasy. Shout out to them. I get their sensationalism for sports. They're former players, and it's kind of shocking that they say things like this when they know this is not what they would do. They wouldn't. Hell, we wouldn't do that on our job. So what are we talking about? Unless you run the joint. Drake May is the first QB in NFL history to beat 3 top 5 defenses in the playoffs to get to the Super Bowl. Salute to the Patriots. Let's go, Pats. Go, Pats. Roll Warriors. Come out to play. All right, anyway, guys. The Browns, Todd Monken is attempting to bring over multiple coaches from John Harbaugh's former Ravens staff. And this is pure Mary Kate Cabot, and the Schultz report. Several are weighing their options between joining Harbaugh in New York or Monken in Cleveland. I mean, that's a good one right there, because think about it. You can go up there to the Big Apple, or you can go to the Midwest, Cleveland, Midwest, right? Yeah. And there you go. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's kind of messy. Kind of messy. Patriots are heavy. When I say heavy underdogs, we're underdogs. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. Everybody is going to be okay. All right. So the coaching carousel now is more and more full circle. We're down to our final two after Todd Monken has started the latest fire around the NFL, guys, where Jim Schwartz got livid, kind of candid with his remarks, and took off today. And reports are he's not coming back to Cleveland. All right. Can't say I don't blame him. Um, and Diego Pavia at the Senior Bowl today. Times, where say this. Hmm. And we're just swapping out. We're just swapping them out, right? Swapping out running back coaches, wide receiver coaches, teams by teams. So here we go. Nussmeyer. I mean, the guy can throw the ball. I ain't gonna take that away from Nussmeyer, but you know, he just had a rough stretch. Yeah, this is some crazy shit. All right, so this is Bucky Brooks, my graph. Okay, this is that time of year. This is that time of year now, guys. This is what our life is gonna be like after next Sunday. After next Sunday, our life is gonna be spent around mock drafts and rumors and making videos about what happened and who did what. That's it. We're gonna get through it together. Just know. But here we go. Bucky Brooks. Shout out to Bucky Brooks. Fernando Mendoza, number one. Then they're saying an edge. But I mean, I don't know about that. Arvil Reese, when they can either get a Nussmeyer or they can get a Ty Simpson. All right. Then we got Spencer Fano. And you got Carnell Tate, which they're going to need somebody down there. And you're going to, the Giants. I did hear the Giants were looking at that, but Harbaugh might change his mind. Then we got tackle for the Browns. And wide receiver from Commanders. Edge for the Saints. I mean, yeah, you can see that. And the Chiefs getting Jeremiah Love. Oh my goodness. And then Caleb Downs going to the Bengals. Pretty much kind of building that life back up. Oh my God, these people just got the top 10. It's still too early for this, but this is the potential. Damn. But I mean, that depends, guys. So they only got one quarterback coming off in the first. I mean, I don't like Cam Newton. They're hot takes, but Cam, you dug yourself into the hole with the foolishness. All right, now let's see. The new Dolphins offensive line coach, Zach Yensers. Education included 3 years with Kyle Shanahan in San Fran, where he also worked with new fans, OC Bobby Snowflake. He also worked with Snowflake in Houston, and now he's reunited for the third time. So he is the O-line's coach. So I need to know all of my opponents in the division, guys. We're paying attention to all of our opponents. Listen, the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Bills. I need to know. Okay. The Browns have requested to interview the Ravens assistant passing game coordinator. They're going to appeal for the Ravens. It's up to Mentor to bring his own crew in there. Oh man, the New England party girls, man. That's what I'm talking about. The New England Patriot wives. Salute to the Patriot girls. Let's go, Pats. We head to the Super Bowl. All right. We already figured this. Eagles. Nobody's buying what y'all selling no more. Okay. Fix this shit. Okay. Fix it. As the rest of the NFL, I'm here to tell y'all, fix y'all shit. All right. Fix it. You did good. And then you went on a run, and then it ran away. Now here we go. Mike is a psycho. Yes, this guy really is a psycho, guys. I'm telling you. I think he gets another job as a head coach, though. If Robert Saleh does, Mike McDaniel, you can get another one. Mike McCarthy's back. Look at that. We're up there. Top 10. 10 of the top selling jerseys this season. Williams, Allen, Sanders, May, Rogers, Knicks, Nakul, JSN, Purdy, and Garrett. That's right. That's right. Patriots up there. That's right. The Patriots up there. I gotta throw that in there. All right. So the Colts, Indianapolis Colts offensive coordinator Jim Bob Cooter interviewed in person with the Eagles today for his second interview. He's going for the offensive coordinator, Jim Bob Cooter. Didn't he come from Detroit? All right. Jerry Rice on the Super Bowl. Jerry, I know you're going to pick them, Jerry. Whatever, Jerry. Who cares, Jerry? You see all this dynasty up here? All right. 1, 2, 3, boom. And then to the boom. Man, bro. And there was 2 in there we could have. There was 3 that got away. 3 that got away, guys. We could have been. It's okay. We got a chance right now. All right. The Jets season summed up in one play. Damn. All right, so there it is. Do the Patriots have a nope? We did not. Now, Commanders defense pass game coordinator Jason Simmons is interviewing for the Steelers defensive coordinator's job today. All right. So now you can tell who knows who and who's pulling favors and who's making phone calls and who's recruiting who. All right. The Dolphins offense could be unreal if they sign Malik Willis and Kyle Pitts and draft Jordan Tyson. That is about right. Right. I don't that's not gonna just help them out. I'm sorry. All right. So they got the pull-ups on insiders. This is good. So what we got? Belichick. Yeah, that is crazy. He beat Montana and the Niners, beat Jim Kelly and the Bills, Kurt Warner and the Rams, Mahomes and the Chiefs. Most Super Bowl wins, the evil empire itself, and now the first ballot Hall of Fame. They got to make a special announcement or something. They gotta, they gotta be like, we're just playing around, we pranking y'all, you know, something, because this don't make sense. I'm serious. Don't it does not. I don't believe this. Like this is crazy. But all right. Uh, Jimmy Johnson skipped in the hall. I mean, guys, I wouldn't even pay attention to this shit because like this is about this brought Bill. Thank you, Bill. Belichick is he's the GOAT. Like, there's no way. We're the first team 9-0 on the road. Road Warriors. Road Warriors. Okay. Road Warriors. Boom. Perfect 9-0 on the go. All right. Lane Kip. See, now this is where I like this. This is what I like because now they know they're paying attention, folks. You think they're not paying attention? They're paying attention. Lane Kiffin has told Pound Firebomb, welcome back. We miss you. Because LSU, and I know people don't want to talk about it, but they had pretty decent portal class. Number one, some would say. But I'm just me telling you. And Lane Kiffin will have the last laugh after the moves to LSU. And Paul Feinbaum said that. Lane Kiffin comes back and he retweets this. So he's telling him, welcome back. Hold on. Yep. Now that lets you know. That lets you know. Now, now he's mad because Sean Payton kept saying something about the broken ankle. He didn't need to keep saying it. So here it is. He wants to run his mouth. So Steelers on Thursday afternoon. Today is Thursday afternoon, right? Yep. So Thursday afternoon. Patrick Graham will be flying out Sunday to interview Miami. And what? Well, that was back on January 13th. All right. So there you go. Got Bobby OC. And here, oh shit. And Mike McDaniels, bro. I mean, you gotta do something. I mean, Cleveland Browns don't. They're livid right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. They're a little more livid than what the Pittsburgh people were. The Pittsburgh people were. Oh boy, but Cleveland, yeah, they're in their feelings. Got me in their feelings. What else we got? What else do we got? I think that's it. Uh-oh. See, here goes Skip now. Skip is going. He's I have to put his in his mouth. All right, so Skip was there trying to play any card he can play. Like I told you, Skip is gonna play the game. Just like Speakeasy and the rest of them. They're gonna sensationalize whatever it is to make it more than what it is. It's not that serious, guys. It really isn't. All right. To take this year off and reassess his options in 20s. All right. So one of the best coaches of all time is taking a break. So there it is. There is the news. We was looking for the Sean McDermott news, and we found it, guys, right there. So McDermott is going to be taking a year off to reassess. Similar to a lot of them, what they do, like, do the pop up here and there on some TV shows or something, But McDermott is going to be, taking a year off, which is not bad. Dove Clove climbing, and he's still on the shit. Dove be on the shit. All right, and that's about it. Mm. And guys, again, this is the penance. This is the way of making sure that they get their point across. So, with that being said, that is going to conclude that one right there. We made it through another one. We've got through it. The Patriots, don't worry about the shoulder. We have good news. Drake is limited practice. Nothing too alarming in that department. It's like a bye week, but practice. Quite sure we'll be ready. The snubbing of Bill is still gaining more and more traction. The president chimed in, as well as more and more celebrities are chiming in about this. It's getting out of hand. People are now boycotting, threatening to not pull up to events. That is what they're talking about. I'm respecting what they're saying. That's not right, but hey, and of course, nobody wants to take accountability for that one. But anyway, it is Todd Monken who then got a job with the Browns and started all kind of fire. Let's just say we thought Mike McCarthy was going to be a little woo-hoo. Cleveland, calm down. You got to relax, people. You got to relax. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Trust me. He might actually do y'all some good up there. I know y'all wanted something else, but so Todd Monken takes the job, and Schwartz, may the Schwartz be with you. He wants to leave. We're on a clock where we're going to see the last two jobs, should they be filled, Las Vegas and Arizona. They are the final two head coaching positions that are remaining. And Davis Webb has interviewed, and they're ultimately waiting on Clint Kubiak for a parent visit this weekend ahead of the Super Bowl. So hopefully they can woo and wow him and throw the bag, and that will settle that. But should be interesting to see who lands Clint Kubiak. But guys, that is pretty much what's going on right now. There's pretty much some other stuff. Oh, the East West Bowl, day number 2. Yeah, it's going down. I'm just catching up on all that stuff. So right now it's Petty, Bill, Polian, a huge influence in Bill Belichick's not being a first ballot Hall of Famer. That has been one of the topics, along with the OCs and who's moving where. Then we got my Patriot news, of course, the Super Bowl news. Damn sure when this injury news broke, we was on top of it. But nothing serious, nothing too major, no panicking. I just want y'all to know. But thank you for tuning in. Tomorrow we'll be back Thursday night with another one. Tomorrow night we'll have it up. I don't know what tomorrow. We'll see. Let's see who gets hired tomorrow, or if anybody gets hired. But stay tuned, stay clutch. Remember, go Pats. Win the Super Bowl. There you go. Win the Super Bowl. It's the Blitz, y'all. So stay tuned. We gone. We about to get up out of here and all. But look, it's real. Yeah, I made it. So stay tuned, stay clutch, and go Pats. We're gone.